Now that we understand the different kinds of type objects that we have inside of Illustrator, it's time to perform some basic text editing. If you've ever used a word processing program before, it's basically the same thing inside of Illustrator. You can change the font size, you can change it to be bold, italic, underline, all that kind of stuff. And that's what we're going to be focusing on in this movie. I have a type object selected here on my screen, and I want to change this from a regular font to a bold font. So I'm going to change that to something like Myriad Pro Bold. And I also want to move it, so I'm just going to tap the arrow keys on my keyboard to move it over, something like that. And I'm going to give it a different color as well. I can do that pretty easily. I want to sample this blue color here. Keep this object selected. Tap the letter I on your keyboard. That temporarily switches you over to the eyedropper tool. You can click, and it applies the blue. And then you can hit the letter V on your keyboard to switch back to the Move tool. Then we're going to go ahead and select this text here. Let's say that this text is a little big, which it is. That's okay. I can change the font size right here. Just click, click, click to change the size. If I want to change the color of the text, that's easy as well. Just come to the swatches panel and click on the white swatch right there. I can also go in here and I can make changes, like I can change these individual pieces to be bold. Just like so. And then I can select that and click away. And it looks pretty good. As for basic text editing, there's really not much else you can do inside of Illustrator when it comes to just the basics. Changing font family, changing the size, changing the style. All of those things are just basic edits. A little bit later on in this course, I'm going to be going over some useful type shortcuts that are going to make these operations that I just performed here a whole lot easier. And as we continue to explore the type capabilities in Illustrator, you'll see that there's a lot more you can do, including setting up type styles and even putting text along a path like this circle that you see over here on the left.